Hey everybody, Michael Pilhofer here, Movement and Mobility section on MSP Fitness TV. We're going to be talking about the ankle today, and from a big picture, an assessment and a means to mobilize the ankle, because ankle mobility is crucial for anything, sport, movement, and the like. So let's start right out of the gate with assessment. If we think about the foot and where we want to track the knee to both measure and actually just to carry over into good, healthy knee positioning, we're going to think about tracking that knee over kind of the third or fourth toe of the foot. Now, taking it to an assessment point, you see that I have a measuring tape here against the wall. I'm going to use any wall, and I'm going to put my foot perpendicular to that wall. I'm going to aim my knee out towards that third or fourth toe, and I'm just going to touch and kiss the wall. The goal is I'm going to move my foot back little bits, half a centimeter, centimeter per time, until I get so far back that my heel actually lifts off. And I'm going to find that sweet spot, that furthest distance where I can just touch the wall and keep the knee tracked out and keep my heel placed. So I come back a little, kiss the wall, come back a little, kiss the wall. I've done this enough, I kind of know where I'm going to be, so I can come back pretty far. I'm a little gifted with good mobility. Don't be discouraged by that, just find where yours is, and then from there, I know right about here, I can just barely make the wall, and my heel is starting to get just a little bit light, so that's my sweet spot. Now here's an important consideration. Symmetry, I would argue, is more important than mobility. However, they're both crucial. So, to see how you work right to left, I'm going to take my 2 feet now, marry them together, back up my other one, and I'm going to assess the opposite foot. Doing the same thing, aiming that out over that third or fourth toe, and I'm looking to accomplish the same kind of feel of I can barely touch the wall, and my heel is just barely like getting a little bit light. There's my sweet spot. All right, once we've measured right to left, we've established symmetry between the two. If you don't have symmetry, then you need to actually individually measure both feet, just from a metric standpoint, so as you work mobility, you have something to baseline off of. In my situation, I've got symmetry between the two. So I'm simply just going to take this measuring tape, measure from my big toe to the wall, and I come up with about 6.5 inches. How much is enough? We would like to say from about 4 inches on out from there is a pretty good metric. What I'll tell you is I'd say probably 75% of the population that I see coming through my door right out of the gate has less than that. So if you have less than that, it's not unusual. We're going to have tools in an upcoming episode of how we can mobilize the ankle and help increase that range of motion for you. One other interesting little tidbit is some people will ask, well, what about shin length? Is that going to skew the results? And it actually might. So check out this little cool app. You probably could have one on your phone, but it's just simply like a leveling or an angle measurement. So forget the wall for a second. I could just simply take my iPhone, put it to the flat part of my shin, and going through that same measurement of maxing out the angle, making sure it's tracking over the appropriate part of the third and the fourth toe, keeping that heel down, I can measure the degree at which my shin can drive over my foot. From there, how much is enough? About 45 degrees. Again, measure both, write it down, start the mobility work, and that'll give you a nice target of a start point and hopefully then some improvement and ways to measure that. So, hope you enjoyed this episode here. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check us out at mspfitness.com.